And my mom when she came out to the car, she handed me the receipt. 2 carts, 2 full carts. Should have been easy $200-300. Easy $200-300. Hear me again. Easy $200-300. I saw what she was picking up. My mama spent.
What's happening? No captain. We with AO, about to get a plate bowl. Pull up to the table. Let's go.
So inflation hit a 40-year high this year, and consumers are really feeling it. You know, the average price for a gallon of gas was at $4.32 in March. I remember 10 years ago, how old am I now? 37? No, when I was like 18, 19 years old, first driving, I remember spending 99 cents for a gallon of gas. And today we're at $4.32 throughout the average of America, but in California, they're seeing gas prices as high as $7 to $8 per gallon. Not only are the gas is going up, the price of meat went up by 20%. You know, throughout the average household in America, their spending just for bare necessities has gone up $300 or more per month. And so in today's show, I thought I would spend a little bit of time and talk about what are some budgeting moves we need to make during this high time of inflation. And these are going to be practical steps and tips that you can apply right now to help you really get the most out of your money. But before we get started with today's show, 2 quick things. You guys know how I roll. Number 1, I need you to hit the subscribe button. We are trying to get to 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. And we're trying to get to 500,000 downloads per episode by the end of this year on our podcast channel. So I want to encourage you, if you're enjoying this content, if you like at least half of the content, 50% of the content that I'm putting up, and you really enjoy keeping it real, relevant, and relatable with a brother like myself, please join the family officially, because I don't want you to miss nothing. You know, this month we're dropping 2 shows a week. In the month of June, me and my team are going to 3 shows a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, because we want to help you maximize this year and reach all of your goals. So hit the subscribe button. And also, before we get into the show, I really want to thank today's sponsors, or one of today's sponsors, Bethel Tech. I love Bethel Tech because they are specializing. They are bringing education to you, to your home, to your families, to your friends, to your loved ones, if you want to get into the tech field. Right now, with inflation being high, we have to get the education to secure better jobs. And how do we beat inflation? We get better jobs. And I think inflation is going to be here for a good little bit. So why not get into a field that is paying high dollars? And that's probably bad grammar, but it's real. Bethel Tech is helping you get into a field, the tech field, and it's just absolutely amazing. They're creating millionaires, they're creating 6-figuraires, and Bethel Tech is very affordable, and they're giving my tribe, my family, $1,500 when it comes to scholarships to go towards it. And it's a 9-month program. So check this out. In 9 months, you can go from making what you're making now to making anywhere from $70,000 to $110,000 just within 9 months. The tech field, Facebook, you name it, my stuff is tech. There's so many different things you can do, and I want to encourage you to check out Bethel Tech. They are an online Christian boot camp that is getting people qualified to get into the tech field to make 6+ figures. All you got to do is go to anthonyoneal.com/Bethel Tech, and they will take care of you today. Tell them your boy Anthony O'Neal sent you, and I promise you, the next 9 months will change your life. You'll be calling me on my show saying, "Hey, yo, thank you for that, because I got a great job that's paying me 6 figures, and I love what I do." Check them out. Their link will also be in today's show notes. So let's get into it. What are some budgeting moves we can put into place during this time of inflation? All right. So here's the very first thing I really want to talk about. I was on lately, I've been on news news channels, news stations. They've been calling me to come on and talk about it and say, you know what, let me talk about this with my tribe too. And one of the very first things I'm telling people is you got to shop strategically on your essential items. Now, more than ever, you need to find ways to cut corners on household essentials like gas and groceries. Now, let's talk about this gas thing, because a lot of us watching right now are single, young, trying to get out, right? I want to encourage you at the top of the week, okay, this is for a season. At the top of the week, I want you to write down what are all of the errands you have to run, okay? What do you have to do? Do you need to go to the post office box? Do you need to go drop something off at FedEx? Do you need to go to the grocery store? Do you need to, maybe go pay this bill? Do you need to go see a family member? Outside of going to work, what are the errands you need to run when you're off of work? And what I would suggest when it comes to gas, be strategic about putting it all into one situation, right? So if you got 5 things you need to do this week, how about you just do it strategically and just do it all at one time, rather than going to that place, coming back home. Then, 2 hours later, going to this place and coming back home. Then, we're going 3 hours later, going to this place, coming back home. Then the next day, you know what? I just got for it. Let me go over here and do this. No, to beat inflation, we got to be strategic. All right. Choose a time when you know there will be minimum traffic, so you're not sitting in traffic with your car on, running AC, because it's starting to get hot out there, and we burn more gas with AC than we do with heat. And so I'm always saying, you know what, if you get off at 3 o'clock, if you get off at 4 o'clock, you know what, listen, go straight to where you got to go, run all your errands, get home before that 5 o'clock traffic hit. Now, if you're in Atlanta, you're always in traffic. If you're in DC, Jesus, you're always in traffic. If you're in LA, oh my gosh, you're always in traffic. New York, well, you're not really driving in New York unless you're in New York City. So be strategic, which is another thing. Listen, let's say you are in New York City and you're not driving. Yo, Uber prices are right now. Prices going up. So you got to be strategic with that as well. You got to start thinking about, okay, wait, Uber, if I do this, if I do that, okay. Now may be a good time to be walking. A lot more. Now may be a good time to get your steps in. If you don't have to pick up nothing heavy, I would suggest start walking some more. If you got to pick up some stuff heavy, get in an Uber, but be very strategic with what you're doing. Also, when you're out there, when it comes to shopping strategically and essential, I mean, listen, y'all laugh when I say this, but I'm telling you it works. Pay with cash. I went to this one gas station and I was shocked. I've never seen this in my life. Never seen this in my life. I went to put in my debit card and the lady said, if you pay cash, I'll give you 10 cents off per gallon. I was like, wait, what? She was like, yeah, they're charging, some prices, and we're just trying to save a little bit right now. And I was like, wait, what? Like, I thought she was playing. She's like, no, do you have cash? And I was like, yeah, I got some cash. And she's like, yeah, I'll give you 10 cents off per gallon. Now to y'all, that's not a whole lot of money. But when you're saving 10 cents per gallon on a regular basis, I went back. Now, eventually, I'm gonna be honest, because I don't want to be misleading. I went back just last week and they're no longer doing that. But the fact that paying cash, when people say cash is not king, yes, it is. The lady was like, I'm gonna save you some money if you pay cash to help us out right now, because they didn't want to pay the credit card processing. And that's what it was. They were transitioning. They were looking for a better processor because their processor was charging them more money. Because, every time you swipe that card, they got to pay a certain percentage every time, whether it's debit card or a credit card. If it's going through as a Visa, Master, or an American Express, they're paying a fee. So why not save 2.99% and just give you 10 cents off, but you save us 2.99%? And that's anywhere, you guys. Anywhere. I'm not saying everywhere is going to give you a discount because you're paying cash, but I got some work being done on my house. Man, listen, the guy was like, if you give me cash, I'm going to save you $1,500. I said, what? Don't get it twisted. I said, man, well, if I go get cash, man, I mean, I give you cash, $2,000 off. Cash, all green. Ka. He was like, deal. Let me tell you, side note, this is not about this. This is about, understanding why cash matters, right? And when I say this, I'm not saying it's legal, okay? I'm not saying that you should do this. But what I am saying is, hear why sometimes paying cash to like contract workers and to people who work on things on your home or on your car or to anybody's business, there's no way to track the cash. So if I gave him cash, he has to report it. Let me say it like that. He is supposed to, and legally, he needs to report it. But because there's no transaction, as far as in via Cash App, via Venmo, via debit card processor, because there's no receipt of the transaction, that particular individual doesn't have to file taxes. Let me say this again, because I want to be legal. He has to file taxes. But if it's cash, there is a way to not file taxes. Again, I want you all to file taxes on every single thing that you receive. We're going to be legally, we're going to be ethically, and we're going to operate out of, integrity and character. But what that individual does with the money, that doesn't bother me. Okay? He gives me a receipt. Like when they was building his studio, I saved money. Because he was like, give me cash. I was like, cool, I'll give you cash. You don't give me a discount? Cool. I still need a receipt because I still need to write off putting work done in his studio. But you're going to give me a receipt. Now, what you do on your end is totally different. It doesn't bother me. So when I hear people say cash is not king, nah, man, cash will always be king. Cash will always be king. You don't get a discount because you pull out your credit card. No, you don't get a discount for that. But when they see that green come out the pocket, listen here, you get a discount. Here's another thing. Consider carpooling. Right now, when you're going out to dinners, when you're out on dates, ladies, I understand y'all want to be safe. Or if you and your girls are all going out, you and your boys are all going out, and you all live in the same area, man, listen, carpool. If y'all still going to the club, but go to the club, go to the lounge, go to church, go to the birthday party, go to the event together. Carpool together, ride share together, save money together. If you live a mile down the road, ride to your girl's house, y'all jump in an Uber together. Figure out ways to save money. If you work, y'all in the same neighborhood or the same apartment complex or in the same area, carpool together. Spend some time getting to know your coworkers. Spend some more time getting to know your friends. It's all about being strategic and getting creative while also avoiding this high inflation. And then also give yourself enough runway to shop around for the lowest prices. While we are still going to be shopping, and while we all are still going to be driving, listen, man, there's a gas station by my house, and I can't remember what it is. I think it's like at $4.90 right now, about to hit $5. Well, I live in the DMV area. When I go into the Virginia area, which is only like 10 minutes from me, gas prices goes like from $4.90 in Washington area down to about $4.30 in Virginia area. And I was like, listen. So now what I do is I don't allow my gas tank to get all the way on empty. And when I'm traveling home through that area, I stop there right when I see my car is on half a tank. I stop there and I fill up. So instead of spending $88 on one lump sum, I may spend about $32 to fill up the car. And so I'm just really trying to get creative on how I am personally spending money when it comes to my transportation as well. But now let's talk about groceries, all right? Here's the very first thing that I really want to hit on. And my mom is going to laugh at me because my mom does this. And I used to be like, Mom, you are crazy. But my Carolina mama, right? She shops sales. She is a big couponer. You go into my mom's garage, they really can't even park both their cars in the garage because she has a rack of dishwashing detergent, soap, laundry detergent, towels, napkins, toilet tissue, canned food. I mean, I went with my mom one time, y'all. My mama had so many coupons, I was embarrassed. She has a notebook of coupons. And one coupon get declined. Oh, you can't use that, ma'am. Okay, cool, try this one. Ma'am, you can't use this one. Okay, cool, try this one. That one go through. Okay, ma'am, you can't use this one. Okay, cool, try this one. That one will go through. I was so embarrassed that I left my mom and I went to the car. She had 2 baskets of or what do you call them thing? Buggies of or carts of food, of items. And I mean, and came out with a whole notebook of coupons. And I saw the face of the individuals behind us, and it was like, oh Lord, we're gonna be here for a while. And my mom when she came out to the car, she handed me the receipt. 2 carts, 2 full carts. Should have been easy $200-300. Easy $200-300. Hear me again. Easy $200-300. I saw what she was picking up. My mama spent $40 just from couponing because she was strategic. Okay, if I buy this, then I get 2 of these. Okay, but this coupon. But if I get this, then I can't get that. Okay, so I need to do that. And literally, she goes in there with a plan in her head on how to get the things that she wants without spending a lot of money. And while I was embarrassed, I'm not gonna sit here in front. And while pre-COVID, even during COVID, I'm like, heck no, I'm not doing coupons. But with this inflation right now, what? Y'all better be couponing. Y'all, I'm asking my mama for tips. Yo, mama, give me tips, yo. Give me some tips. What do I need to do? Because here's how wealthy people build wealth. It's don't be ashamed to save money. Just because you got it, if you can get it for half off, why not get it for half off? Why? Oh, you want to be big, bad, and bold? And this is a gut check-in for me, right? You want to look like you got money, so you pay full price. That's dumb. I was only embarrassed because my mama had this big old notebook of coupons and she was willing to sit there and be told, no, can't use this one, can't use this one, can't use this one. But she sat there for 10 minutes to save her 60%. And I was like, wow. So while I don't know if I can do it to that extent, please believe I've been looking for coupons. Please believe I've been looking for coupons. And one of the things that I also learned from my mom is she actually shops produce that is actually in season. Produce that are out of season will cost you a lot more money. I think they say close to 3 times of what it would cost when it's in season. And so she's always saying, you know what, that's out of season, so we're gonna eat what's in season. I'm gonna cook what's in season. And every now and then, depending on my father's, taste buds, they may spend a little bit more money to get something that's out of season. But 90% of the time, they're couponing and shopping for produce that is currently in season. And one thing that I'm actually doing right now is I'm actually planning my meals ahead of time, right? So I'm choosing the ingredients that can be used in multiple recipes to make the most of my money. So I'm very big on, I'm a spaghetti guy and I'm really trying to watch my weight so I can lean up, get ready for the summer, be right and tight, get these chests popping so when I go to Dubai, I could be out there in that heat, but I've learned that, man, I can do spaghetti with with these ingredients. I can do I had this thing that I cook called goulash, and think of spaghetti, but it's with noodles. And I add a little bit of turkey meat into it. I add a little bit of tomatoes in there. I add corn in there as well. And I split that up. And so there's with the same recipes, with maybe changing out one thing, I can honestly have 2 or 3 different meals. So what I'm doing is I'm thinking ahead of time, and I am making sure that I'm being very strategic. You know how I'm always teaching you all, have a budget for your money, have a vision for your money, and a vision for your life. Well, this is the same thing when it comes to going to a grocery store. Do not go into the grocery store, especially during inflation time, while you're hungry. Because then everything looks good. Then you buy all this stuff and then you go home and you never cook it. You buy this meat, you buy these crab legs, frozen crab legs, these frozen shrimp, these frozen chickens and these frozen things, and you go home and then they rotten. They die, before you can even eat it. Be strategic. Sit down, write the vision for your grocery shopping. I'm gonna get X, Y, Z. I don't need this. I don't need that. I do need this. When you write that down, go back and look up some coupons. Go to the store's website. Go and maybe pick up the store coupon books that they have over there. Get the newspapers. See what coupons are in there. It's really about being strategic right now. Okay. And here's the last thing when it really comes to shopping strategically, which some people don't like it, but I actually do love it. Buy generic and consider buying in bulk from a warehouse store like Costco. Costco was not paying me a dime to be a part of this partnership. But I believe that, hey, there's nothing wrong with generic. There's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. My medicine, all of them are generic. I wish I could find generic protein powders and workout stuff because I would be saving a lot of money on that. But I can't find anything generic. But I don't get the most expensive protein powder neither. I actually got the Fruit Loop stuff that tastes pretty good from Amazon. I'm paying $20 for that. But buy generic stuff. For prime example, you got NyQuil, DayQuil. I actually just do Walgreens, DayQuil, and NyQuil. That's it. The exact same ingredients. Look on the back. It's the exact same ingredients. It's just Walmart and it's just DayQuil. You save money, not Walmart. You save money when you go to Walgreens or the store version of that. I use a Vino lotion, right? And sometimes, right now with inflation going up, I looked at the back of CVS lotion, and CVS has a version of what Aveeno does, and the ingredients is 94%. So I was like, yo, let me get that one for my skin. Let me save money. And so I have no problem buying the store product or the generic product to save money right now. Because the more money I can save, then the more money I can invest. The more money I can save while inflation is high, then check this out. It's more money I can actually save to do things with. I'm going on a birthday trip. Heck, next month, in the month of May, I'm on the road for 3 weeks. I'm going golfing with my friends. I'm speaking at a conference in Las Vegas, but I'm out of the country, going to a friend's wedding, out of the country, going to play golf with my friends out of the country. I want some money to go out of the country. I want to be able to go there and enjoy myself, but I don't want to give it all to inflation. So I have no problem being strategic. All right. So number one, when it comes to how do we really make some budget moves to deal with inflation, shop strategically and you will be all right starting off. So here's number two. Y'all not gonna really like this one, but it's okay. Pause on all the big ticket items, all right? Because groceries and gas are not the only things that are rising and has a huge price hike. Cars, oh my goodness, are more expensive. My father is trying to build a home, a little mini storage home in the back of his house for like his lawnmower and stuff like that. Lumber is just crazy expensive. We are continuing to build out my studio for this show in the basement. And so we're building out workspaces for like my team. And we're also building out like a little waiting area for when my guests come to the show. Their guests can sit in a nice little waiting area. have a drink, and watch the show. Because my studio is a very nice size, right? But it's not big enough to have me, my producer, my social media lady, my guest, and then their videographer maybe, or their guest, or their spouse. This is not big enough for that. So we're building it out. And I'll never forget, man, when the contractors came and gave me the price, I was like, what? Whoa, wait, what? Whoa. It's not just the cost of lumber and building materials that's going up, because everybody is looking for a contractor, because houses are just crazy right now to buy. Contractors are busy. So they're going up 25 to 30% on their rates. So labor and materials going up. So what I want to tell you all, if you're considering making a big purchase right now, like buying a car, starting a home project, or replacing a household appliance, just press pause if it's not a need, all right? I want you to step back and evaluate if you really need this item right now, or can it wait? I wanted to do a lot of things around my house. Like prime example, because I bought an older home and it needed some work. My bathroom is so outdated. Oh my gosh. Listen, I'm a short guy, and I'm taller than my shower door. When I go to my to take a shower, and the shower head, my head hits the shower head. And I'm like, I gotta replace this. But I'm like, it's not something I really need right now. I need to put my resources into what produces me income, which is the studio, which is my basement. I need to make sure that my producer has all the proper equipment so that way he can edit, so he can do his thing. I need to make sure that he has everything that he needs. The cameras are right. The studio is good, because that produces income for us, for the business. So I said, all right, I'm just going to have to be the tallest man in the house. I'm just gonna have to duck down when I need to wash my hair. I'm just gonna have to duck below the door. I'm like, when they built this house, they were not thinking. They were not thinking long term. And I'm like, I'm so ready to just gut the whole bathroom out. But I put that on pause, because it's not something that I need. I still get hot water. I still can take a shower. I just can't take a shower the way I want to take a shower. And that's just being honest. And the studio couldn't wait, because I believe in excellence. And so I had to make sure. Now, one thing I have learned, and here's why I say pause, because more than likely, 9 times out of 10, you are going to pay a higher price today than you would if you just waited. If you wait, you're going to pay a lower price. But if you say, I gotta get this thing done in my house today. I gotta get my closet done. Okay, whoa, babe. Calm down. You don't have to. I gotta get this new car. Listen. I bought my ultimate dream car right before inflation went up high, right? And man, even prices are like, I negotiated it down, because I was like, listen, this is the price of the car, and this is what I'm going to pay. This is what it's worth. You cannot and will not charge me more. Now, I'm not saying that I paid 100% exactly what the car was worth on Kelly Blue Book, right? Because I know me, I buy 3 to 5 year old used cars. And honestly, when they're real luxury, I tend to go to about 4 to 5 years old. Because those luxury brands really don't change their body styles often. And so I'll be honest there. But I ended up paying about I think $2,500 over what Kelly Blue Book said that it was worth. And I was fine with that, because I paid for it cash, and I plan on keeping this car for a very long time. But I was looking online, and I was seeing that, man, cars that were selling MSRP 3 years ago, let's say for example $50,000, they're selling today for $70,000. So if you need a car, go get you a car. Now for years I've been a huge advocate of not purchasing new cars. But in today's day and time, if you can get a used car, give you prime example numbers, if you can get a used car for $60,000 that has no warranty and miles on it, but it's a beautiful car, or you can get the same car brand new for $65,000 MSRP. For the first time, I'm saying, yo, go get you a new car. What I'm saying is do the research. What I'm saying is spend your money wisely. What I'm saying is if the used car, because right now, used cars are going for what new cars are going for. And so if you can spend $5,000 more and get you a brand new car with a 3 or 4 year warranty on that joker, I'm spending the extra $5,000. I'm being honest. I'm still saying used cars, when they're priced right without this inflation, is still the best route to go. Now, if you find a new car, for an example, because of this crazy inflation rate and you need the car and it's $5,000 more, don't let them talk you into an extended warranty. Don't let them talk you into putting a bra on your car. Don't let them talk you into doing all this extra stuff, dent protection. I remember when I went to buy my car, they said, oh, we can put the dent protection on it. I don't need it. I'm good. I'm great. I don't need nothing else. You're going to get this check and we good. You ain't selling me nothing else. Like, I hate going into the finance office because I already know what they're going to try and do. So I tell my sales rep, listen, honestly, I just want to give you the check. I don't need to sign nothing else because I'm not going to buy nothing else. And they thought I was playing. I said, listen, we can skip through all this. I ain't paying to put a 10 on my car. I ain't paying to do none of that. None of that. Where I need to sign. And that's it. That's it. I'm done. So, and I'm gonna do a video on that because I really want to do a whole video on that to break that down because I am not a fan of new cars because new cars do lose their value 20%. But in today's market, they're not losing that value. MSRP 3 years ago, you're getting the same money or even more. And so I would definitely say do the research and figure out what is the best move for you when it comes to your money. And scale back on essential spending, okay? I really want you to make sure that we're just really monitoring what you're doing, okay? I really want to make sure that, that, how do I say this? If you can repair something on your car, right? If you could repair something in your home, repair it rather than buying something new. Repair it. And so what I'm doing around my house is, prime example, drywall needed to be replaced. And I was like, well, hey, we could just replace the whole house with drywall or just go through and just do some real good patches. I said, okay, go do real good patches. But then paint the entire house because the entire house needed to be painted. And so what I did is I honestly negotiated. I'm gonna be real with you all. I negotiated. My first quote to paint my entire house was like $13,000. I said, ain't no way in the world. The second quote that came back said it was like, all right, for this many square feet, we'll do it for $10,000. I said, that's cheaper. Like, And so I was about to go with that one, but then the Holy Spirit told me, no, always get 3 quotes. I get 3 quotes. Now, here's something that I've always been taught. Don't go for the high, don't go for the low, go for what's in the middle. Well, on this one right here, I got a 3rd quote. Young minority brother came in and said, yo, man, I could do this whole house for you for $6,000. Main floor, upstairs, and your basement, $6,000. And I was like, ooh, you coming in at half. That's what's in my head. So I said, how about this? Paint one room. I'll pay you whatever that price is. If I like how you paint, then I'll do the $6,000. He was like, done deal. Came in and taped up the whole little small little area, and y'all did a great job. Did a great job. I was sitting like, wow. I said, okay, you got the bid. And I paid the man. But I shopped around. I made sure that it was quality. Because what I do want to make sure I'm saying is, I'm not saying do not look for things that are not quality, but see how you can find quality and affordability. I wasn't looking for a 10 plus. I was looking for at least an 8.5, 9 minimum. He gave me a 9. He didn't give me a 10 plus. I ain't gonna lie. He gave me a real good 9, him and his team. And check this out. Had my house done in 4 days. Came in there, beat the price, in and out, quality work. So if you can repair while you're repairing, negotiate prices. Literally today, right before I'm recording this show, I'm talking to the contractors because they're ready to go to the next phase of our studio work. And I was like, yo, bro, I can't do that price. This is what my budget will allow. Can we do this? He came back. He was like, are you going to pay for the materials? I said, give me a price on the materials. He said, here's the price of the materials. What you'll do is, if you pay us that amount, we will go buy the materials as a contractor because we can get them cheaper. We'll give you back the receipts. Anything left over, we'll give you back the money. I was like, cool, I'll do that. So I was able to negotiate, here's their fee within my budget, but I pay for the parts with their discount. When some contractors will give you a big fee, that is their fee and labor, but they'll know they get a discount in labor and they'll pocket the rest of that money. So while you may pause on purchasing a brand new home or pause on purchasing a brand new car, I want you to do that. But let's say if the car is not starting up, okay, how can you negotiate a price to get the starter replaced, or see how much it will cost to get certain things replaced inside the car? And listen, like I told you in point number 1, pay cash. Pay cash. Pay cash. Pay cash. And while we're talking about paying cash, right? Let's say if your car is having some issues, there's nothing wrong with going to your savings account, your emergency fund, to pull out some funds if you need to repair your car. Now, you guys know me. I'm a huge supporter. I am a huge advocate of my friends over at Prize Pool, because that's where I park my savings account. And so if anything was to happen, like, some materials go wrong in my house and I do not have it in my checking account, I was not prepared for it, I'm going to my Prize Pool savings account. If my car was to break down, if it was to have some issues and I need to get it towed somewhere and I do not have the money in my checking account and I was not prepared for it, I'm going to my Prize Pool account. Listen, Prize Pool is, in my opinion, one of the best places to park your emergency fund. It is a 100% free app, and they offer 0.30% on the interest rate. And let's say, for an example, you have $1,000 in this emergency fund, where they're going to give you 1,000 tickets for every single day you have the funds in your account. And what they do throughout the entire month, they're giving away $100, $500, I can't say every single day, but often throughout the week, they're pulling out names. They're pulling out names from the tickets that they give you to be entered into these prize selections. But here's what I really love. It's by the end of the month, they do a grand prize of like $10,000 in one lump sum that they give out to someone every single month. So not only are you getting great return on your interest for your money just sitting there, but they're going to enter you into drawings every single day just to have your money parked right there. And there's no minimum. So if you only have $50 right now, you can put into the account, put it into the account, put it in the prize pool. Okay. But here's the time. Here's the thing. You're only going to pull the money out when you have an emergency. Okay. It's not connected to your checking account, so you can't accidentally spend it. They are FDIC insured, so if something was to happen to them, all of your money is legally protected, so you will not never lose your money. But here's the thing, you will gain some money. So go to anthonyoneal.com/savings. That's anthonyoneal.com/savings and sign up for our prize pool account right there. Join me. It's a great account. I actually do love them. That's why they're a partner of my show. So we're talking about, pause of big ticket items, shop strategically on essentials. But you know what? Here's something I talk about every single month, and I got to stress this. You have to do a budget every single month right now. And you need to be looking at that budget, honestly, at least once a week. At least once a week. Because if you don't tell your money what to do, okay, and where to go, you'll wonder where it went and why is it doing the things that it's doing. You're like, yo, why are you doing this? Well, you didn't tell me what to do. You ever woke up, looked into your bank account, see how much money you had, and you're like, wait, where did this money go? Over the last, I'll say about a good 6-7 years, man, I've never looked at my bank account and said, wait, what is this? The only time I said that is when I said, or I did a video here just actually recently on identity theft. And the only time I looked into my account and said, whoa, what was that? Was when someone tried to steal my identity. Okay. And that's the only time. Outside of that, I've never looked into my account. I've never said, whoa, what is this? Pause right there. I want to encourage you to go back and watch my video on identity theft. Because during high inflation right now, during when prices are rising, gas prices are rising. This is real good. This is my show, so I can do this because it just literally dropped in my spirit. You're not the only one. And you watching right now may not be struggling, but a lot of you all may be trying to figure out, okay, how do I make it through? Because you're experiencing more money. You're spending more money. We have criminals out there. We have robbers out there. We have scammers out there who are really hurting. And what they're doing is they're stealing other people's identity. They're stealing their debit cards. They're stealing credit cards. They're jumping in and hacking into your computer to get your financial institution information. And I want to encourage you to get something in place that protects you and your family. And I want to encourage you to go watch my video that I did on how my ex stole my identity. And in that video, I mentioned Aura, aura.com, aura.com. They are my provider when it comes to protecting me with everything. They watch out for all of my debit cards, business company cards, my social security number, driver's license. I even put like my family's driver's license and social security numbers on there. So anytime anyone from the dark web uses my information and tries to use this to get money, to get into my bank account, they alert me. Anytime I spend over a certain amount of money in my bank account, they alert me. Anytime I get on the internet, they protect me. They have a VPN service. It is absolutely amazing. And I really felt led to mention that there because right now, during inflation, you have a lot of people who are in bad situations. You have a lot of nasty people who are saying, you know what, let me get this money because I don't want to pay for it. So let me go steal it from this person. Let me go steal it from this single mother. Let me go steal it from this person. Let me go use this young kid's identity because they don't care. He's only 15. So let me use his information to get what I want. And he really won't see it until he's like 18 or 19. How many of y'all have actually checked your son or your daughter's social security number? And probably never have. They're 15. They don't have any credit. You don't know. Maybe someone opened something up in their name. Go to aura.com/Anthony. That's aura.com/Anthony. They're giving you a 14-day free trial right now. It's for free. Try it for 14 days. And if you love it, which I guarantee you that you will love it, they will give you 40% off. Because I told them like, hey, my squad, my family, my tribe are on a budget. And so they can't afford all these ridiculous prices. They're going to give you everything: credit monitoring, financial bank monitoring, identity theft protection with millions of dollars in support if your identity theft does happen. They'll walk you through the whole process, VPN access to protect you and your kids and your families and loved ones when y'all are online, so you're not trackable and no one can just hack into your computer. And they're going to give you antivirus protection, everything all in one app. And I promise you it's free. I signed up and paid for the whole year. They gave it to me for free for a short limited time to try it out before I talk to you all. And I say, yo, I love it. I want to do it. And listen, I partner with them to protect you because while you're doing your budget, when you go online, I want to make sure that there are no surprises when you get into your bank. When you get into your bank account, I want to make sure there are no surprises. And so I'll link that video in today's show notes for you as well. But please, you guys, create a monthly budget where you're telling every single dollar where to go, okay? List your income at the very top, minus all of your monthly expenses, and it should equal zero at the bottom. This is a zero-based budget. Okay. If we're going to beat inflation, then we got to be very strategic and we have to tell our money what to do. You're going to go pay for mortgage. You're going to go pay for insurance. Boom. You're going towards debt. Boom. You know what? Hey, you know what? You're going to help me impress my loved one today. You're going to help me have a real good date this weekend. You got to tell your money what to do, and you need to tell all of it. If you got $1,000, $5,000, $100,000, you need to tell every dollar what's their assignment. What is their purpose in your life today? Okay. A budget would also help you to see areas where you're overspending. Like when you write your budget down, you'll be able to see, you know what? I'm spending a lot of money on entertainment, on digital entertainment. Do I really need Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus? What's the other one? You got Peacock now with Will Smith over there, and that's my show, Bel Air. That's my show right now. Bel Air rocking. Do we really need all of these services? Especially if you're living paycheck to paycheck right now, you don't need all of them. Right now, I rock with Netflix and Peacock. When I get done with watching Bel Air, I'm getting rid of Peacock and I'm going back to Netflix and Hulu, because Hulu has, Power and Tommy's Show, and I know people, personally know people and some of the actors and actresses inside of Power. So I like to support my people, so I get Hulu. But I had to let Hulu go because I really want to watch this new Bel Air because I grew up on Fresh Prince. So I can afford all five, but I'm like, I don't need it because I'm not going to really use all five of them every single day. So I would just say scale back to one, to bare minimum two. You don't need Spotify, Amazon Music, what's the other one? Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple, and Pandora. You don't need Pandora. Choose one. I do Spotify. You may do Apple Music. Cool. Choose one. You don't need 5 different music streaming apps. Okay? Choose one. Save money. Okay? Save money. That budget is going to show you. And then here's the thing. When you scale back, you guys, I want to make sure, I'm looking at the time. I want to make sure that when you scale back, that you're being honest with yourself. Like, do I really do all this? Right now, we're in a season of make the right choices with our finances today. How do we strategically say, all right, cool, I need this. I'm willing to spend more money on this, but I didn't really need this. I really wanted this, and now I'm spending more money. Prices are going up. I'm no guru. I can't sit here and tell you when prices are going to go back to normal. Shoot. I thought when COVID started, we'll be back to normal in 3 months. We're 2 years and some change in. There's no telling when things are going to get back to normal, or if things will get back to the way we know them. This may become our normal. Man, that water and BCAAs is good. This may become what we this may become normal to our kids. And so as the world is evolving and changing, so should we. So should we. And I want to here's the last thing, and I want to just say this because you all already know how I feel about this. But I can't stress this enough. Don't rely on debt. Times are tough. But here's the truth. Times are tough. But if you're relying on other people's money, OPM, if you're relying on your credit cards, if you're relying on payday loan advances, if you're relying on, private loans, personal loans, times are just going to get tougher. I was in a meeting, I was in a room on Clubhouse, and one of the people said, yo, man, right now you gotta maximize other people's credit, other people's money, and, do this on the credit cards and do this. And I was like, man, y'all, so I asked this one question. I said, so would you tell a single mother of 2 kids who's already living paycheck to paycheck to get a credit card? Heck yeah, man, because she needs some breathing room. I said, but wait, if she's already living paycheck to paycheck, she goes and she gets a credit card. Listen, if her paycheck, let's say for an example, is $2,000, right? Just for an example, every single month. She's making $4,000 a month. But let's just say for an example, her paycheck is $2,000 every single month. And every single paycheck. And she spends all 2,000 of that every single paycheck already without the credit card. She goes and she swipes the credit card, doesn't change anything that she's spending, and she creates another bill. Now she goes from $2,000 to $2,150 a month. Does that make sense? It just got rougher for her. And it's because people are telling her, go get a credit card. You need a credit score. You need to get your points. What the hell? That makes absolutely no sense. You're already living paycheck to paycheck. Go get a personal loan? So now you go from $2,000 a month to now you're paying $2,200 every 2 weeks. I keep saying a month. $2,200, every 2 weeks you gotta be spending, because now you gotta pay that stuff back. So we have to avoid the temptation of going to get a credit card and going to take out personal loans, okay? Because these high interest rates are only going up. And you'll wind up digging yourself into a hole. And I really want you to think about it. We're talking about building a legacy. We're talking about building wealth. We're talking about creating passive income. Your interest, your debt that you're paying is somebody else's wealth building. The debt that you have and the interest that you're paying is somebody else's passive income. You're helping somebody else build and work for their family off of your debt, off of your bondage, your struggle, your slavery is somebody else's financial freedom. Ooh. Your bondage is setting somebody else's kids up for freedom. I get it. Tough. Things are tough. I understand. I do not want to sit here and act like I am not being understanding of what's happening. But listen, if you're still tight on cash after cutting up all of your expenses and cutting up your credit cards, consider picking up a side hustle. One of the key things you can do right now is pick up a side hustle. I get it. It's not popular to go out there and drive for Uber. It's not popular to go out there and sit there and deliver groceries right now. But man, there's so many different things that you can do. So many different things that you can do. Man, you can go out here and drive for Uber, for DoorDash, for deliver pizza. Get out there and cut grass. Man, if you love doing hair, do hair on the side. Braid some hair on the side. Babysitting. I was talking to a couple that their net worth is over $1 million and they still watch dogs. They watch dogs at their house. They said, man, we'll be watching 3 or 4, even up to 5 dogs a weekend because we just wanted to get to where we wanted to get to. And so they was like, all right, cool. We understand that if we really want to do this, we gotta up our income. It's not just about cutting expenses. We got to create more margin by also upping our income. If you're educated, if you got a 4-year degree, man, get on tutor.com and go tutor. Man, if you got something on the inside of you that you could teach, if you got a void that you can fill, man, you need to jump on YouTube. You need to jump on podcasts and put the stuff out there and get paid from Google AdSense and get you some brand deals. Okay? So there are a lot of different ways that you can make money, but you got to be willing to go out there and work. You got to pray like it all depends on God and bust your butt like it all depends on you. Stop praying God and asking God for a miracle. Stop speaking in tongues and stop walking around and saying, God just going to bless you. No, God can and he will bless you. But man, you can bless yourself. Get out there and work. Stop waiting on God to just drop a miracle. You can be your own miracle. He's not going to wipe the debt off just because you prayed. No, God wants to see if you're working. God wants to see if you're doing your thing. Work. Get you a side job. So listen, to recap, this is how you need to budget during the inflation. Number 1, you need to shop strategically on essentials. Number 2, you need to pause on big ticket items. Number 3, you need to do a budget every single month. And last, but definitely not least, which is probably the most important, you need to avoid and run away from debt. Do this to stay on track in your wealth building journey, even with soaring prices right now. All right. Even with soaring prices. You guys, as we come to the end of our show, don't forget to check out my partners from today's show. I'm telling you right now, Bethel Tech, if you are really seriously desiring to raise your income up, like I said earlier, if you're really looking to make 6 figures, I want you to look into Bethel Tech. They are very, very affordable. They're going to give you a scholarship. And by the time you get done, by the end of this year, if you log in right now, by the end of this year, Bethel Tech will definitely take good care of you. You could be making 6 figures. All right. Prize Pool is where I park my savings account. Go check them out and put your savings over there. And then lastly, I wasn't even thinking about talking about them, but it was just left for me to talk about them and promote them. Aura.com. Go to aura.com/Anthony ONeal. Protect yourself. I do not want you to bust your butt, work hard Monday through Friday, to wake up on Saturday, to wake up on a Wednesday, to wake up Sunday, look at your bank account and see that money is gone from some stupid idiot that wanted to just rob you. It is happening. It is at an all-time high right now. Someone called me the other day, and I'll let y'all go. Someone called me the other day, and they're talking about, yeah, man, we see a transaction on your Cash App. Can you verify your at or your name so we can stop this? I was like, wait, how much is it? He was like, man, it's for $2,500, and we want to stop it before it goes through. And I was like, wait, what? I never did that. So I opened up my Cash App and I was like, there's nothing in it for $2,500. Sir, it's because we're pausing it, but we need you to verify this information. Man, I almost cussed these fools out. I said, man, there's fools like y'all out here robbing from good people. I said, man, get the heck up off my phone. And I hung up on them. But think about it. It's happening. Protect yourself. If I would have had Aura, I would have known that my number is in the dark web. And then they would have removed it from the dark web. Go to aura.com/Anthony ONeal. Try it out for 2 weeks. Put all of your information in there, and I promise you, you will be well. Here's today's scripture as we close the show. Philippians 4, verse 19. And my God will supply all your needs according to his riches and glory in Christ Jesus. And here's today's affirmation. I have everything I need to overcome any obstacle I might face. I want you to say this again with me, and I'm going to say it one more time. I have everything I need to overcome any obstacle I might face. Say it 5 times, and I'm going to see you on the next show. Peace out.